Yes!
Hey everyone, Dante here with the Raging Geek, and today we're going to take a look at Rakor from the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie. This is from Hasbro. This particular figure I picked up quite a while ago from Walmart, and it was $34.99. Walmart probably your still best price, cheapest option for Rakor. There are some sellers out there on eBay. You might score a couple of bucks cheaper for it, but pretty much, Rakor's going to go anywhere between 30 and 35 bucks. I haven't really seen any listings on Amazon. Not to say they were, but a quick check, I couldn't find any readily. The description for Rakor is he was an ancient black dragon who once roamed the swampy Evermoors. Rakor is a vicious fighter with the ability to spew deadly acid on his foes. Acid, typical breath weapon for black dragons in the D&D universe. For those who don't play, not that I play too often, but I used to play once upon a time. And taking a look at the back, see a younger child enjoying a non-digital toy, which is refreshing. Rakor, actually quite large, for a $35 price tag. He has a 20-inch wingspan, and he is 11 inches tall. I saw the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie. It had its moments. There was a lot of, I want to say, forced humor in the movie, if that makes any sense. Sometimes corny. I still got a lot of chuckles out of it. Overall, I enjoyed the movie. I don't know if it's still something that the mainstream is gonna readily accept. I didn't check what the movie grossed as far as the box office. I suspect, though, it didn't do too well. But nevertheless, like I said, I enjoyed it personally. I think anyone who was a Dungeons and Dragons fan probably had mixed emotions at the least. So let's take a closer look at Rakor and see if he's worth the $35 price tag. Again, Hasbro, with the plastic-free packaging. And remember, that's except tape and glue. Let's take a closer look. Why I'm just taking a look at this now after all this time, I don't know. Didn't really see have an urgency to open this at the time that it did come out. For a dragon, I said it's a shame to just have him in the package sitting around like that. He should be displayed with his wings proudly stretched out. The only problem I'm going to face now is where I'm going to put this guy, because it's pretty big. It's funny, as I untie this, I'm just curious. There's an automated machine making these knots, or are they, is each unit produced by Hasbro, hand tied by somebody in a factory somewhere? I mean, it's got to be some tedious work case example of Taylorism in the workplace. So out of the box, you have the main body piece here. You have 2 wings and the tail. And already, the thing I like about this most is that the arms and the legs, or I want to say, already the thing that I like most about this are the legs and the wings. They're of a different type of plastic. Like the body is like a hard plastic, where the legs are like a softer plastic, kind of more malleable. Also the wings as well. And I think this really cuts down on issues where, you have joints snapping. So even if they get snagged on something, there's give here. So the likelihood that these wings will snap off is a lot less than if this whole piece was like one hard piece of plastic that didn't bend. And that's great, from a play standpoint, as far as, if you're actually going to use this as a toy. It's funny because if you watch my other video with my 1983 LJN Tiamat toy, the biggest problem with Tiamat was that the wings always snapped off. So you had the connectors, stuck in the body of the dragon, and the wings would break off, forcing people to either, I guess, do away with the wings or like just glue them back on. And from a collector standpoint, to find a fully intact Tiamat from 1983 is like next to impossible. And you'll see that reflect in the price if you ever check out the video or just search for it on your own. So something to think about. But it looks like they really took that into account when making this particular dragon, which is really cool. So the wings snap in very effortlessly. And this is actually a really cool toy. It's got a nice hefty feel to it. The detail is more than adequate. The jaw moves like expected. The head moves. I don't know if he won't rear up on his hind legs. But that's not too big a deal. His wings, he can do a full wingspan like this. You can put them back here, in case you're stressed for, I want to say, shelf space. So the wings, definitely a very wide range of motion in regards to the wings and the range you can articulate them, which is really cool. I'll put him up on the stand here so you could kind of look at him. But $35 for a large dragon like this, that is pretty cool. $35. I might even pick up an extra one of these just to have in the box. I mean, it's that cool of a dragon. I like it. Really nice. I have to say, quality-wise, one of Hasbro's better releases. Detail is good. The feel is nice. It's flexible in all the right places. I'm happy with it. $34.99. If you like dragons or D&D, If you like the movie, run down to your local Walmart and grab one of these, if they're still around. I think they are. I mean, I went to Walmart a couple of times recently, and I saw a few of them. So I don't, there's no real shortage of these. I'll give you a closer look. You can see his head. His head can tilt either way. I'm such a stickler for symmetry. I'm gonna be like doing this forever, just to keep them straight. But yeah, the head moves like this. That jaw opens and closes. Got me talking like Gollum. Jaw opens and closes. Wings turn, they rotate. Really cool. Wide range of motion. Impressive for the price point. The legs, I mean, the only thing I could think of is maybe if they added some flexibility to the tail, this would allow him to maybe rear up on his hind legs. Maybe like one articulation point here, as well as the neck. Also the legs at the knees, maybe, because they're pretty fixed. But you can't get everything. I think in general, though, it's a nice piece. Really cool. I like it. Rakor from the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie. This is from Hasbro. Got this, Walmart. This was the Raging Geek. I hope you enjoyed this video. Come again soon. Take care.
Raging Geek, Retro, all things geek, where geeks can be geeks. Raging Geek, Retro, all things geek, where geeks can be geeks.